lost my heart and hope to die. Welcome to my dark side.
Hello everybody, this is Baron the Bear with another video guide for the mobile game Viking Rise, and this is going to be about the top free-to-play 5 heroes in this game, and I will go over the ones that are the most easiest to get first and most useful in the beginning of the game, and then I will go over the hero that you should work on getting the focus on later into the game, and then some honorable mentions to what you could use to switch out some of the heroes and give you some other options of how you can play in this game as a free player. But first, make sure you like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications for future content. If you like my content, we're going to get into this now. We're going to go in the very bottom. We're going to go into the hero options section. We're going to go over, and the number one hero for a free player, in my opinion, is going to be Ivor. And the reason why I say this is we're going to go into the details, and this is important to understand how to look at things here when you look at your heroes. You have 3 different talent trees, okay? You have the leader, which is going to be a natural leader. It shows great strength with different units, so very flexible hero. Polymath has the hero dabbles in various suits, is able to increase troop combat capabilities in various situations. And then we got skills. This hero excels at skills to deal damage to win. So anytime you see a hero that's got leader and polymath, they are going to be a good hero to use as your main hero in your marches, okay? The best one in this game, in my opinion, is Ragnar, but he is on the high end of the prosperity pack, so you'd have to be a spender, a pretty good size spender to be able to get him really useful. So the next one under him would be Ivana, and that is going to be one of the heroes I recommend in this video. So, but first off, starting out, Ivor would be the one you want to focus on. And the reason why is a lot of the chapter quests you're going to get after you finish a chapter, you're going to get additional shards of Ivor. So he's going to be easy to level up and boost his skills, his talent skills, okay? So I would recommend trying to get him to 40 as soon as possible. And the reason why I recommend getting him into 40 is it's going to unlock his 4th skill. Okay, and then hopefully maybe you'll get a good skill that you'll be able to find from a pool, maybe for the skills from a soul stone. Another one to focus on in the very beginning, I would say, would be his damage factor. Always increase the active skills. Okay, I only got it at level 3 right now because I'm not trying to, push it too much. I'm trying to see trying to test things out in this game. But I would recommend always boost the active skill. This is the rage skill that activates. Once they get 1,000 rage, this is the skill that goes off. So Ivor is one I would recommend. Go to the details, and you want to go to the very bottom left, the top icon. It's going to show you recommend lineups. Now the second hero I recommend is Light Off, okay? And the reason why I recommend Light Off is we're going to go to more lineups here, and there you can see Light Off. He's a jungler. He's good for mobs on the map. So if you use Ivor and Light Off together, you're going to be able to get the most experience out of killing just the regular mobs on the map, okay? So I got Ivor to level 40, and as you can see over here on the level of Light Off, I got him to 35. I want to work on getting Light Off to 40. In my opinion, the best advice I can give you right now is you want to get your 2 main heroes to level 40 as quickly as possible. That way I can unlock his 4th skill. See, I need to get him to level 40 to unlock that. That's going to give you the most damage for your 2 heroes in your marches once you level up the skills and your levels and whatnot. The actual skill slots are going to help you a lot in killing more higher level mobs on the map. So, and he's got this talent. We're going to go to talents here. He's got his first one. I got it maxed out. It gives you a maximum of 26% increase to experience for killing the mobs on the map, okay? And this next one's deployed troops attack by and increases it. So all troops will be benefited from him. And then his third talent, which I'm going to want to work on getting here, it's going to increase the damage against Niflungs and other neutral units by 7% the first level, and it'll go up probably up to 20 something. It would be the final boost. And then after that, he's got the deployed troops defense, and then increases deployed troops health, and then the final one is going to be more damage against Niflings. So if you can get him fully maxed, he's going to be great for attacking the mobs on the map. So that's why he is going to be best with Ivor for getting experience from the mobs. For PvP, in regards to PvP, like the Law of the Jungle event, the next recommendation I would have is going to be Cecilia, okay? And the reason why I recommend Cecilia to starting out with, okay, is yes, she is an infantry unit, but she's good with commanding infantry, but she has her first skill, her talents, which I haven't maxed out, as you can see. 15% increased troop basic attack. Okay, this is for all troops. Okay, so if you use archers with her, this is still going to be helpful. Okay, in the beginning of the game, you're not going to have a certain troop type to be able to max out your armies. You're going to have to use the infantry, pikemen, and the archers and all. Okay, so having heroes that are good with the mixed army in the beginning of the game is the best, in my opinion. So I would recommend getting Cecilia. I did get her pretty starred skill-wise. I mean, if you can see, I got her first ones all the way to level 5, okay? So, and I'm working on now getting her to 2-star, and let's see how I can, what we can do, hit the star option. I need 6 more, and then she'll be 2 stars. So, in my opinion, starting out, she's easier to get. You can get her shards from the shops, too, very easily. I see her all the time. You know, you can only get like 20, I think, each week, but you keep doing that first month, you boost her up pretty good, in my opinion. So, she's going to be the third one after Light Off. And then my recommendation after that is going to be Alina, and I'm not going to go over too much about her, but she is for an archers, okay, and PvP. So right off the bat, you know that she's great with Ivor, because Ivor's good with all the troop types. So if later into the game, once you start to build up your archers, you could then fill a march with archers, and then hopefully, if you want to focus with her, you could build her up. You can buy her shards in the Law of Jungle shop, which is kind of a coincidental, in my opinion, why they would put her there. And the reason why I think they put her there is she is actually going to be good in the Law of Jungle event. Because if you think about it, if you select her with Ivor and then select the archers as your troop type in that event, you could possibly have a better chance against the spenders that you're going to use. They're going to use, most likely, they're going to be using Yvette, Laird, and those are pikemen, okay, heroes. So if you use archers, this would be going against archers. We're going to go into the barracks, we're going to go into the pikemen, we're going to go to the details at the top left, information, and then we're going to go to the little icon on the very right, the blue, and then it's going to show you archers are strong against the pikemen. Pikemen are strong against infantry. So if you're using Cecilia in the Law of Jungle, and you got a lot of spenders that are using pikemen, that's going to be a disadvantage for you. Maybe early in the game, it's not going to be an issue, but later on into that event in the Law of Jungle, you might start struggling. So at that point, you might want to switch over and use Alina, who does archers. Then you could use archers, and they're strong against pikemen. Okay, but then the downside to that, using Alina, is that people are using Cecilia, they're going to be using infantry. So infantry is going to counteract archers. So that's why I recommend those 2 heroes, Cecilia and Alina, because they're going to be good in the Law of Jungle, which is very important to get all the points you can every single time that runs, so you can start to unlock Ivana. Okay. Now I will then go over Ivana now, because she is going to be the next one I recommend. So to recap, Ivor, Lightoff, Cecilia, and Alina, that's the 4 I recommend. And then after that, then you could go for Ivana from getting her shards from doing that Law of the Jungle event. And if you go to details with her, she's a leader polymath. So she's going to basically replace Ivor as your top hero eventually. Okay, it's going to be Ivana and Ivor is what you're going to be using for your rallies as a free player later on in the game. This is going to take you a long time to level her up, so I don't want you to be thinking that you're going to be able to do this in a month or 2. This could take 3 months, 6 months. I'm not even sure how long it will take, to be honest. I haven't done the math on this. But we're going to go over to the recommendations over here. As you can see, she's recommended to be with Ivana and Ivor. Okay, we hit more recommended lineups, and you can see Master Rally Team, Ragnar, and Ivana. Okay, so she is even in the best rally team in this game with Ragnar. So she must be good, evidently. So she would be good with Ivana and Ivor. And then if you get my favorite lineups, this is all of them I got pretty much set up here. Okay, Lard in the event is going to be for a spender. Okay, so this is a free player guide. The next best from that and later in the game is going to be Ivana and Ivor. What I recommend, beginner jungler team, this is what I recommend starting out with. Get these 2 heroes at level 40 as quickly as possible. Ivor and Lightoff. And then we're going to have the beginner attack team, Ivor and Cecilia. Then beginner active skills teams, Ivor and Alina, which might be good in the Law of Jungle. I haven't really tested that, but she gives you fire burning type of mechanics and with her damage. So if you use certain skills with her, you can always look over here when I click, you can always look over what the recommended skills, okay? French crossbow, and then she's got blessing healing. And if you look at this skill here, if the target is burning, when active skill, it has a 40% chance. Her second skill has the active skill is cast. It has a 40% chance to burn target troops, inflicting 130 damage. Okay, and then other skills on top of that will take an effect if the target is burning. So that's an advantage. And then here is the honorable mention. I'm trying to keep this video short. Is Ivor and Wooder, and the reason why is he is a pikeman, okay, and he has some tanking type of abilities. We're going to click onto him, and you're going to see his skills here. He's got a shield. You can look into him a little bit, but that gives you the flexibility if you use. So you have different options here. The main hero you want to focus on is Ivor, followed with Lightoff to do the mobs on the map. And then you have the options with these 3 below here. You have Cecilia, Alina, and Wooder. You could focus on which one you like out of those 3. And then mid-game, when you have an army full of just one certain unit type, it's going to be an advantage for PvP if you use one of these 3 heroes, okay? So you could work on getting one of these, Cecilia, to level 30 in the beginning, with Ivor at 40. Lightoff at 35, just to do. You want to get Lightoff as high as level as you can with Ivor, because that will enable you to kill the highest level mobs on the map for the most experience. But anyway, I hope this video helped and it gave you some kind of perspective of what you should focus on when you first start playing this game as a free player. And if you, once again, if you find my videos helpful, please like and subscribe, hit that bell notification for future content, and I'll talk to you guys later. But remember, we got to feed the bear. All right, guys, talk to you later.